that.
Wait, there's 2 cameras, but we got this one over here going on. Let's see if we can get chat up. Hello, beautiful people. And also, let me make sure this is working. I hope this is working. La 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 la. It says we're offline, but that is a lie. Here we are. Finally. We're good. Oh, I should. Where do you want me to set this? Do you want to see it so we can both see?
Sure.
Okay.
Like right there. Right in that space. That's good.
Hey. Hello.
Hello. This is Tiki time. That's what this one's called.
This is Tiki time. Hello and welcome.
We're gonna make tikis and talk about what it is and various parts of it. And you're gonna see we have our Star Wars tiki mugs. We don't have any other kind. We only have Star Wars.
Yes, we only have Star Wars. Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, we don't have any other tiki mugs.
You're right. Should we walk through
because
them?
for various reasons I don't buy traditional tiki mugs. Star Wars ones are the only ones I have.
And I can do you want me to do camera zoom in as we go through?
Let's make our first
drink.
No, because we'll have to pick which mug we want.
Yeah, you're right.
So we have this lovely punch bowl. Lovely punch bowl. It's very big. It comes with a little Han and Chewie for shots. We have the Chewbacca.
I think that's how it goes.
This is just a stormtrooper. We've got a boba, and yes, he does have a little jetpack on the back. We got an R2. I'm kind of sad about this one because the place that we bought these from has since updated their R2 design.
Yeah, this one's kind of crappy.
And the new one has blue detailing in between the raised areas, so it looks a lot cooler, and I kind of want that one. But like, I'm not gonna buy a new mug when I have a perfectly fine one.
Here we go. We can get it close up a little bit.
But it has like blue detailing between those raised bits.
Now there's a lag on the camera. Either way.
Yeah, that happens. We got a Yoda.
Yoda.
It is adult Yoda. We have a Vader.
I love the Vader one.
The Vader's one. Do you want the Vader?
Yes.
You can have Vader.
Yes.
We have this Rancor holding a little Luke. It's very nice. We have another giant one. This one holds way more than you think because that tail is also hollow. So we have this lovely Jabba, and then the little mini Salacious B. Crumb that goes with Jabba. And then we have one of the Galaxy Edge Porg mugs.
That one's really cool too.
It's from the Cantina.
Yes.
It's very nice.
We'll be doing 7 drinks tonight.
We could only get into the Cantina at what? It was like 9:45.
9:45 a.m. into the Cantina.
That was the only Cantina time slot we could get. They did have some morning cocktails. Like I had some that was like a hot chocolate or coffee with alcohol in it. And the Porg one was non-alcoholic, I believe. So I got that one. But if you can, once all of the current situation has moved on, and if you can go to Galaxy's Edge, don't go in the morning. They have some like specialty morning drinks, but like don't do it.
I enjoyed morning drinking because I don't morning drink, and so that was a new experience for me.
I guess we weren't driving or anything.
Yeah, after that we just went on the Millennium Falcon ride, and we were just a little, feeling good.
We went on Smuggler's Run like twice that day.
Drink o'clock, yeah.
Drink o'clock. All right, we are gonna make our first drink. The first drink we are making is Dawn's Own Grog. It is a very classic tiki drink. The reason why it is Dawn's will be explained when we go into the history of tiki drinks. So first off, we have 3 different rums.
3.
Hudson, pass me the rums. They are labeled number 2, number 3, and number 5. Our rums are labeled for cocktails, so that we can easily remember what exactly they are.
Got it.
So
number two is going to be Mount Gabe. It's a Barbados rum. It's light.
It's a name, yeah. It's Mount Gay.
Eclipse. Yeah.
The name is fun. It is a blended, lightly aged rum. And that is going to be a ½ ounce. That was a little more than a ½ ounce, but whatever.
I don't know what that was, but.
Okay, I need number 3.
And that one is Diplomatic.
This,
right?
I guess, this one is a blended aged rum.
Mm-hmm.
This one is getting a full ounce. Next up, we need number 5.
Gosling's Black Seal Bermuda Black Rum. It's terrible on its own and as a shot.
This is a black blended rum. This is also a ½ ounce. It makes a very satisfying glug.
It really does.
It's great.
All right, what do we got next again?
The blackberry liqueur. This is also going to be a ½ ounce.
All right. I'm going to mute this real quick.
I also don't know if that fierce hunting can be picked up in the background. Fry is not free roaming anymore. He is up in his room. Lilit, however, is still free roaming, and she has decided that one of her toys must die tonight.
We have...
Next up, we have Demerara syrup. This is made using Demerara sugar. It's sometimes labeled as like raw sugar, and you combine it with water and heat it up until a syrup forms. And this is getting a 1/4 ounce.
It's homemade because Lilit's amazing.
Yeah, I make a lot of syrups homemade for cocktails and lattes and other coffee drinks and desserts. And then next up, we have lime juice. I have actual limes because I like the way fresh lime juice tastes better than the bottled stuff. The bottled stuff just has like a weird bitterness to it that I don't like.
I don't notice a difference.
Hudson doesn't notice. I do. I feel like it has like more of a flat, bitter taste. You flip this over because this one has the 3/4 ounce. While I'm squeezing, Hudson, get the Angostura bitters.
Oh. It's in a cute little bottle.
It's a very cute little bottle. It's a blend of a whole bunch of stuff.
This has taught me what a dash of something is because I used to just kind of pour it, but a dash is just when you
Hudson thought
shake
a
it.
dash was like a glob.
Yeah.
Yeah, just add a good dash. Just there, maybe. Well, maybe a heavy dash, but
Turned
who
into,
am I to judge?
it's a heavy dash, man. So the Falcon is a bowl.
It's a punch bowl.
It's a punch bowl. It can hold like drinks for like 4 people. It's much deeper than
I
it appears.
believe it is bigger than Jabba, and Jabba is like 26 ounces, I think. I want to say the Rancor is 40.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
We got that 3/4 ounce lime juice. And now we're doing a dash of grenadine. And I also make my own grenadine. Because homemade grenadine is made with like pomegranate juice. So it has like a much nicer, less weirdly artificial like flavor. Because a lot of people think grenadine is cherry.
Rancor's 45 ounces. But it was looked up.
45 ounces. And a lot of like modern day grenadines kind of taste like cherry, but it's supposed to be pomegranate.
What are people thinking?
Doesn't?
Set it.
Yes, this is it. And then
We're gonna add some crushed ice that we have
we had some crushed
previously.
ice. Previously crushed with our fridge crusher thing. It doesn't work very well, but
Guess who's not really prepared and doesn't know how long this session is?
it's
Half
an hour.
Oh, we're good then.
Yeah, we have a full hour for this. And we shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture if you're from that era where...
Well, you want to shake it until like the whole thing is very cold.
Yeah.
And then this drink is, so I'm gonna pour it into the clear glass first so they can see the color.
I can put it up to the camera.
It's a nice little, it's nothing amazing, but
I like it.
it's nice.
It's like a nice orange.
Yeah, if you want to put that in your cup, you can.
I will. I'm
And
gonna put
then,
napkins down because I'm a classy
napkin?
individual.
because my hands are sticky. Because the grenadine container got a little sticky. I'm not saying I've spilled it, but I have. Oh no.
Huh?
Oh, I think me shaking the cocktail unfocused the camera.
Oh,
It might not have been sure where it was supposed to go.
I think it's in focus now.
Yep, and then hand me the nutmeg and the grater. Also, this one is not meant to be served in a tiki drink, or in a tiki mug. This one is meant to be served in a smaller cup, but you don't have to listen to people.
Yeah, I'll zoom in next time, Muller Duck. The problem is there's a 10-second delay on my end for the webcam, so I have to like adjust my hand and be looking at the screen, and it's awkward. I didn't realize that till I started.
This one gets, for a garnish, a bit of freshly grated nutmeg.
I don't think I'm a nutmeg fan.
I love nutmeg. Like, I fuck with nutmeg.
Mm-hmm. While you're doing that, I can show off the Twizzlers.
Like, it just smells... It just smells like fall.
It sounds like winter, yeah. I like this winter smell.
I like it. And then... There you go. You can put a swizzle in it. And, you can put a little umbrella if you want.
We have a variety of swizzles that we got as part of we went to Celebration, like the Star Wars convention. We got some swizzles.
I think it was for pre-ordering the Punch Bowl.
Yeah.
The Falcon, because that was a pre-order.
I can take that.
Okay, I have another one.
Oh, yes.
And I believe we got the swizzles as part of that.
Right, ready for taste?
Yeah.
That tastes like rum.
It is very rum forward, but it's got a nice fruitiness from the blackberry liqueur and the splash of grenadine. It's nice.
Whoa, you put how much? But someone put 18 teaspoons. Is that teaspoons of nutmeg?
Oh, 18 teaspoons is so much.
Oh my.
Oh, it was meant to be 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's
That's a lot. Whew.
that's some Shield Age shit right there. Nick will get that one. Or I guess anyone who listens to All My Fantasy Children will possibly get that one. Why is it so far away from me?
Oh, I thought we were going forward with the next drink. I was like, we can't go that quickly.
No.
We need to enjoy this.
Yeah.
I don't taste the nutmeg. Should I be tasting the nutmeg?
Not a huge amount. It's just a little bit in there. Just to add a little background hint.
So how do you rate this? How do you like it?
I like this. I think this is a good tiki. It's not so much rum that you can't drink it. Because I've had some tiki drinks. I feel like sometimes a bad tiki drink will go to the extremes. It is either so alcoholic you can't taste anything else, or it is so sickly sweet and fruity that it feels like you're drinking some sort of fruit soda.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it. I want the in between. In between. So now let's talk about tiki and why it's a thing. So the founding father of tiki,
Don, with his old grog.
well, his real name was Ernest Raymond Beaumont Nant.
That's such a fucking cool name.
Possibly born in Texas, possibly born in Louisiana, no one actually knows. There's a lot about this guy that no one actually knows. And he did eventually change his name to Don Beach, literally because of the Tiki stuff. Like, that is why he changed his name, was to give him a more beachy name. After Prohibition, in 1933, he opened a bar in Hollywood called Don's Beachcomber in LA. He supposedly had a history of running rum with his father during Prohibition, which is possibly how he became experienced with so many different kinds of rum and where that knowledge came from. Nobody knows exactly for sure, but the rum running does seem like the most likely thing in his history. He possibly traveled in the South Pacific before opening it, but no one really knows, and that might have just been as a way to make himself seem more legitimate for opening up a South Pacific style bar, but like no one actually knows because it's not like half the stuff in Tiki is accurate. And he started making variations of Planter's Punch, which was like a traditional kind of Victorian-esque punch that had ratios that was 1 part sour, 2 parts sweet, 3 parts strong, 4 part weak. And it was just like a very standard punch recipe, and like every family would have their own specific version of Planter's Punch, but that was kind of the base. And Tiki was pulled from that, which is why you tend to have like a small amount of a sour citrus, and then you have maybe a simple syrup or a sweet fruit juice, and then you have lots of rum, and then the crushed ice kind of takes the part of the weak. But so Don started making these cocktails, and he pulled imagery from a lot of like popular movies at the time, a lot of those like adventuring movies and explorers.
Transformers.
No, not Transformers. That's a little bit later. And just kind of mashed all sorts of Pacific cultures together. It kind of, a reason why it got so popular was because, like, right post-Depression, most people could not travel anywhere. And a lot of people couldn't go do those things because the Depression, but you often could go to the bar, and so you could have some escapism while your life sucked. Not that we have any idea what that's like. And then Tiki really got its boom post-World War II. Because post-World War II, people had way more fuck-around money. Just all sorts of fuck-around money. The middle class had like surged and was becoming this massive thing. So, and people, and like the 40-hour work week, and the 40-hour office work week was really becoming cemented. So not only did people have like fuck around money, they had the time to fuck around. And you know, people were celebrating. There was this huge like post-war like revelry, and people wanted to go do things. And a lot of people had heard stories about these exotic cultures that people who had been stationed in the Pacific Theater had seen, and so they were like, ooh, that sounds fun, let's go do that. And people went to Tiki. Also, because of post-prohibition food laws, you had to have food at your bar. That's still a thing in a lot of places. Depending on like liquor laws, is that bars often have to have food. Like even if it's like a single sandwich, some places you have to. So because of that, they opened up kitchens in their bar to serve food. And specifically Don hired a Chinese chef. I couldn't find his name or their name, I don't know. I looked a lot, could not find it. To cook foods that his white American customers would find exotic. I feel like I'm gonna say exotic with air quotes a lot during this, because like that's that's kind of the wording that was used a lot during that time period. Yeah. But foods that would be quote exotic, but still safe. Nothing that was like too unusual or deviated from the American diet enough that like they wouldn't order it. So it was a lot of things of like egg rolls, fried rice, noodles. And then they started creating new dishes. Like rumaki and crab rangoon are like purely Californian American inventions. Rumaki is it's like a bacon wrapped chestnut type deal, and like crab rangoon is still popular today. Rumaki was from Don the Beachcomber, and then crab rangoon was Trader Vic's.
I love crab rangoon. Oh my god.
But yeah, they were like new creations, but they gave them vaguely Asian names to make people think these were real dishes. They weren't. We know that crab rangoon was on the menu at Trader Vic's since at least 1956. Who knows how earlier? I don't. Trader Vic's was a direct competitor to Don the Beachcomber, and Trader Vic's opened up after Don the Beachcomber, like by a bit, because the guy, I don't remember his name. I don't know.
Vic?
No, I don't think his name was actually Vic.
Oh.
They're all fake names. It's just white dudes making shit up. But the guy who opened Trader Vic's was actually inspired by going to Don's, and then was like, what if I just do this? And then he did that. And Trader Vic's was the inspiration for Trader Joe's.
Oh.
Which is why Trader Joe's has like some vaguely tiki-esque signage.
I didn't know that.
So I do have information on Trader Vic's restaurant. Joe Young, a Chinese-American bartender, was a major influence on their early menus. And so their early menus had mostly just the same thing, American Chinese food. But they tended to add things into it like pineapple spare ribs. Things with like tropical ingredients to kind of like tie things all in.
So, what's the connection with Joe's Crab Shack?
I don't think there is any.
Okay.
And then the 60s and 70s saw the fall of Tiki. Pretty much by the time the 60s and 70s came around, boomers started coming around. And, boomers.
Booming stuff up.
Booming stuff up. But it was just that they saw Tiki as something their parents did. And quite often, new generations want to distance themselves from the things their parents did. So boomers were like, oh, that's for old people. And they didn't want to do it. And then, especially during the 70s, like, travel was cheaper than ever. And with the U.S. forcing Hawaii to become a state, travel to Hawaii, this actual tropical destination, was even cheaper than ever. And because of the boomer middle class, it was really affordable for boomers to go to Hawaii. Or just like anyone to start going to Hawaii. There were more television shows, color television shows, like it was just like a more accessible thing for people to do. And so there was less and less of a need for that like heavy escapism. And then in the 70s, like lower quality pre-made drink mixes started to be distributed, which kind of led to this idea that tiki drinks were like really cheap, like overly sweet sugary drinks, which kind of exist even now.
I remember when that happened.
Well, because there's a lot of drinks that people are like, yeah, that's a tiki drink. And it's really not. Like, any tropical drink isn't tiki.
Yeah.
Tiki needs to be, like, cocktails that are blending rums and have a thought towards how they fit.
And be served out of the tiki room in Walt Disney World Resort.
I don't think you can order cocktails in the tiki room.
No, I doubt it. It's just animatronics, and that's
Yep.
all the way down.
Also, the 70s and 80s saw the rise of urban tropical. Like, Miami Vice is like the biggest example of like urban tropical. Like, California in itself became more of like the place to go, and Miami. So this like made up idea of an idyllic South Pacific island just kind of went out of vogue. Also, was it the Trader Vic or Don the Beachcomber? Donald Trump closed one of them in the 80s because he thought it was tacky. Real story. He closed one because he thought it was tacky. Yeah.
As he was putting gold on everything.
As he getting a gold fucking toilet. Yep. So we're now going to make our next drink as it is now 7:30.
Woo.
So the next drink is actually a rumless tiki drink. There are a handful, and I will need a ginger beer, yes. But I will also need the gin. It's that big one.
Oh my.
It's just gin.
I'm still gin from the block.
No. You want to also get the brandy while...
Yeah, sure. We got some Osbach Earl Alt, aged 3 years, brandy. Fine old brandy, it says. Fine old brandy.
So we're doing an ounce of gin. We got an ounce of brandy. You can also use bourbon, according to the thing. And by that I mean the recipe I got.
That's really different, though. Brandy and bourbon
I do feel like
so
it's different, but some of these... This one is called a Suffering Bastard. The previous one was Don's Own Grog, and yes, it was created by Don the Beachcomber and was one of his signature drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very old one. The Suffering Bastard is still a classic tiki drink, and I think the difference is just that some bars at the time made theirs with bourbon and some made theirs with brandy. And like that's why the recipe says either or.
Got some lime juice going on.
More lime juice. Lime juice is probably like the biggest one for tikis. We'll probably need more limes, which we do have.
Want me to get them?
Go ahead and get them.
I'm off.
Yeah. But so even with the classic tikis that don't have lime, you will notice that they still blend various spirits together. Because with tiki, you want to layer your flavors. Just adding coconut rum into pineapple juice is not a tiki. It might be delicious, but it's not a tiki. You gotta layer the flavors. So we're getting more lime juice. 3/4 of an ounce. And then, what am I adding?
Lime, though.
Thank you.
Do we need a
More
bottle
limes.
opener for the ginger beer?
Possibly. Do you want to hand me the syrup?
Yes. Well,
Nope, this is a twist off. The syrup.
Syrup.
The syrup.
Oh,
Your
yes.
butt's on the feet. The Demerara syrup.
Oh, Demerara syrup.
The
Okay.
syrup. Your butt's on the feet. Get it out.
Oh, hey there. Hey, that was a special treat. That's why people tune into this.
We are again doing 1/4 ounce Demerara syrup.
It is like a cake or parfait.
Oh no, we are not doing cake stuff.
Well, no,
Okay.
someone else talked about cake, and I just
Give
put
me
it with
the
my butt.
Angostura bitters.
Put that ass out. Back that
We're doing
ass.
2 dashes.
2 dashes, yes.
2 dashes.
On
Okay.
Prancer, on Vancer, on Vixen.
I'm gonna do the porg.
Oh, I love the porg mug.
So we are adding our ginger beer into the mug because you don't really want to shake carbonated drinks.
Will we be showing the color at all, or should I just put this to the side?
Just put it to the side. Not for this one.
Now, the last drink, everybody, is a doozy. It's actually a homemade drink, isn't it? I think.
It is my creation. I probably should have gotten a different container to measure out 4 ounces, and not just use the little tiny 1 ounce, a whole bunch. So we're adding that to our tiki. The remaining ingredients went into a cocktail shaker. And now we are once again putting ice.
I'm once again asking you to put ice in this drink.
Yes. Crushed ice tends to be what you use because it kind of creates a nice little slushy thing.
I love crushed ice.
It helps dilute the drink, keep it cold. Maybe if I shake it further down, it won't unzoom the camera terribly. The Suffering Bastard, the one we are making currently, is not
Like a homemade recipe.
is not a homemade one. The next one, the afternoon. So this one, we are straining. Honestly, I would just open pour this one, which means you just add everything in the shaker pretty much. But the recipe, which we are following, does say to strain it and then add different ice. Gonna get ice everywhere.
Got a little on your phone? That's okay.
My phone's mostly waterproof.
Mostly. Do you want me to finish this off so we can use the straw?
Yes.
Great.
Oh, well, now I have a straw. Never mind. I got a straw.
No, you don't have to never mind. I can finish it.
And then the mint. It's right here. I got it. This one gets a mint garnish. Look at that. Look at it.
We got the zoom in cam. Wait, everyone.
Zoom in can.
It's done.
I like this one. If you like ginger ale and limeade, this is a good one for you.
See, I don't know if I like that.
Also, if you don't like rum. Like, if you don't like rum, there are some out there.
It's actually kind of refreshing.
It's a lot of gin, bourbon, brandy. We went with bourbon because I don't like whiskey.
We went with brandy.
We did, yeah. Did I say bourbon?
You said bourbon.
Oh, we went with brandy because I don't like whiskey, and bourbon is a whiskey. I do like gin though.
I like
It's
rum.
very nice.
I like bourbon or like whiskeys
Yeah.
better, but I like rum too. It's just
So-
I have to be in the mood.
Our ginger beer was the extra, more ginger.
Yeah, I can
It
taste
was the only thing that was in stock when I went. I would say, like, do get a ginger beer versus ginger ale. Like, there is a difference.
Ginger beer's like in the
And-
wine and like
So
margarita
this
mix
one I
style.
got with the specialty sodas.
That's
So
okay,
I
yeah.
prefer Reed's. I think Reed's is just like the best one. I think a lot of the specifically cocktail mixer ones can taste a little artificial or overly sweet. Reed's is definitely classic, like, ginger beer. They have a normal one, and I've always seen it in grocery stores in the, like, specialty soda section where, like, Jones and Izzy and that kind of stuff is.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. I didn't think I'd like it, but I think the ginger beer overpowering it is helping. Because I hate
it's a
gin.
little bit more gingery.
I hate gin.
I think gin mixed with ginger beer kind of hides the herbal juniper notes that some people don't like with gin.
Yeah.
Because it really blends well, in my opinion.
Oh, wait.
Also,
Cameron and Nick.
Earlier today, they got a care package with some food, but also semi-premixed stuff for Tiki's. So like all their alcohols were pre-mixed into jars, so that all they had to do was like add the lime juice and like the ginger beer and stuff like that.
If anyone's ever at a bar, because someone said, gin tastes like what I think Pine Sol would, and that reminded me of Malort. And so if you ever get a chance to try Malort, like if you're in Chicago, just get a shot of Malort.
No, here's the thing. Gin tastes like what you want Pine Sol to taste like. Yeah. Malort tastes like what Pine Sol actually does.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain Malort other than angry garbage water.
It's like literally like sewage water with like dirty rubber band in the back of the junk drawer taste.
It's so bad. Like, Chicago, what are you doing? Why? Why do you hate yourself?
Does that mean you've tasted Pine Sol?
No, it was a bit. I haven't tasted Pine Sol. Alright. More learning time.
Learning time.
Next up is Tiki. Is it problematic? Yes!
Yes.
Like, early Tiki was absolutely, it was white men just making up what they thought these cultures were, as specifically like Polynesian, and they just kind of like smashed things together, and like huge amounts of the Tiki ingredients aren't from anywhere in the Pacific. Like, it's all rum. And rum is from the Caribbean. Like, rum is made from sugarcane, and like, rum came from the fact that on sugarcane plantations there was like runoff and byproducts. And like, these slaves that were there took it and made things with it. Rum being kind of one of the things. And it started becoming popular, and then people started making it as the intended product. So like, it's very much a Caribbean thing. Like, it wasn't in the Pacific until people imported it. And then like, pineapple is a huge ingredient in Tiki's. And like, people like think that pineapple is like a Hawaiian ingredient, and it's not. Pineapples are native to Central America and northern South America. The reason why we associate pineapples with Hawaii is that white colonizers who were stealing the Hawaiian land, because Hawaii did not become a state because they wanted to. They became a state because of like takeovers and coups and bullshit.
That's a whole nother story.
And that's a whole nother story, and we don't have time. And these people stole the land to create pineapple plantations. And then there became so many pineapple plantations in Hawaii that people started thinking pineapples just were Hawaiian. And so like, a lot of these things aren't even from the South Pacific. And then like, even the name Tiki comes from Maori mythology of like, in the mythology, like, the first man was named Tiki, and also Tiki can refer to wooden or stone carvings of faces, which is what a lot of traditional Tiki mugs are based off of, which is why I don't really like buying traditional Tiki mugs, because like, that kind of weirds me out, and like, we don't have the time to get into all of it, of like, or even the Star Wars ones, like, is that removed enough that it's not bad? Because like, some of them kind of still hold that imagery. Like, sure, the Rancor definitely looks like a Rancor, but, like, are some of these, like, removed enough to change that? And just, like, all of these things were smushed together with no regard for where they actually came from. It was just to, like, sell this escapism idea to white Americans of this, like, foreign land that's mysterious and peaceful and idyllic, and sit on a beach and drink my rum drink. Don't ask why there's rum in these places. Just go with it.
Yes.
So I think there's something to be said of, like, liking the idea of tropical drinks and tiki, but you have to acknowledge that it's not like a Polynesian thing. You have to treat it as a purely made up tropical thing. Just broadly tropical, made up stuff. And I try to not get into the whole, like, thatch roofs on a beach and, like...
Oh, the skulls are that.
And the skulls is up next. Okay. Like, you see this shit today, still, of the, like, combining it with this idea of, like, cannibal, shrunken head, headhunter, exotic horror fetishization of, ooh, look out for the scary natives. And that is some racist bullshit. Like... I'm going to call a specific bar out, but when we were at Gen Con last year, 2019, there was a tiki bar sort of close to our Airbnb. And looking it up, I was like, no, I'm not going there. Because they literally, in their website description, said, you may spy cannibals, headhunters, or the skulls of your enemy. And yeah, the tiki is owned by 2 white guys. And they bought actual, real Papua New Guinean art, including ceremonial outfits, like, with religious significance. And just have them on display with no regard for what they actually are. Like, I was looking through images of their website, and they just put, like, red lights to make it look creepy and, like, scary into this ceremonial dress. Like, this ceremonial outfit. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you are taking someone's actual real culture to commodify it and put on this, like, horror, like, aesthetic for your customers. And that's some bullshit. I can't sit in chairs. I'm sorry. I gotta, like, move my legs every 10 seconds. And, like, that's fucking awful. And I could go on for a long time about how cannibalism comes into play of demonizing certain races and, like, ignoring the fact that various white cultures practice cannibalism as well. Like, people fucking ate mummies. People ate mummies, y'all. You know that's important because I'm saying y'all. Like, I'm not joking. Look it up. People fucking ate mummies in England and shit. It is bonkers. But, like, they were doing that, and then, like, any other culture who did similar shit, or even did shit that was, like, more spiritually significant, were demonized because, ooh, they're gonna come eat you. Like, no, I promise you, man in Indiana, nobody is coming for you to cook you into a giant, and put you into a giant pot with big carrots sticking out of it. That's not happening.
What do mummies taste like? Ask Nick. Also, someone called you out for sitting in chairs wrong, saying it's the gay in you.
I'm sorry. It's a combination of, yes, I am bisexual, in case you couldn't tell. And also that I have chronic fatigue, and that involves, it's not just, like, being tired, it involves, like, body aches and soreness and pains. And so, like, sitting in a chair for an extended period of time makes me get really sore. And moving around a lot kind of, like, shifts, like, where I'm putting pressure and helps alleviate that. But then again, if, like, another 5 minutes later, I have to move again. So, like, fun shit.
As we're zooming in, or as we're doing the next drink or next segment.
Yeah, we're gonna start on the next drink.
I'm gonna put the pork mug there so people can see it. It's really cool. Oh,
Grab
do you
a
want a drink
shaker.
there? Oh, you got a shaker. Oh, do
Go
we?
dump this out.
Why don't I just drink it? Oh, is it ice
This
too?
is ice. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna dump it out.
go dump that out, rinse that out. While I do a fun thing for the stream. Because this next one, the Afternoon Delight, has a very special garnish. That I'm going to make for you all this evening. We've got Demerara sugar. We've got pineapple pieces.
I'll get the webcam ready. Oh, it's actually good. It's good where it is. Everyone's already guessed what it is. I think they saw the torch.
We're gonna put Demerara sugar. You could use regular sugar. I just like that extra sort of molassesy flavor that Demerara sugar gives it. It's kind of like a head start on caramelization.
Here we go.
Oh,
Will it work?
do I need to add more? I think I need to add more juice.
Over the sink.
Yep.
We had problems earlier adding the propane, right? Butane?
Dang.
Butane. I don't know what.
Hudson, where's my good one?
I can get it.
You put it too far away. I'm so short.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, you can't put it that high up.
I just put that where it was. Put it in the shaker. All right, we are filling up with butane. Do you need napkins, Lilit?
I'm good. Okay. Sorry, Katie. You got move.
I'll leave it.
Okay. Why don't you want to work? No, don't be broken.
It might have broke.
There we go. Oh. No.
I saw the
Keep
plan.
filling. Yeah, maybe you just need more butane.
Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna take shots. Just kidding. Gonna pour rums. So, for this, the Afternoon Delight, we have 3/4 ounces of blended aged rum. Blended aged rum, that's number 3. Diplomatica. Three-fourths ounces. I'm much slower than Lilit on this, but it's gonna happen. 3/4 ounces. Don't spill. Okay. I did it. I did one run. Alright. And then we have 3/4 ounce of column still aged rum, number 4. Number 4 is the very pretty Dominican rum Kirk and Sweeney 18 year. Santiago de los Calaveros DR. I don't know what that means. This is 3/4 ounce of this. This is a very rum heavy drink. Oh, a little more than 3 ounces. That 3/4 ounce, that's okay. Next up, we have 1/2 ounce of black blended rum, number 5. We're going back to Gosling's. It has a frickin' seal on the front. Juggling a rum barrel.
Okay, maybe this will work. This worked this morning.
Oh, here we go.
And no. Okay, why like this?
Ooh, it's doing it.
You could also do this under a broiler. It's just I have this not tiki torch. I have this cooking torch, and it's always worked really well until now. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. It literally worked earlier today when I was making these to send over to Cam and Nick.
I'm going to slowly move the camera closer.
But yeah, you want the sugar to melt and get kind of brown in places. You definitely want some like little black marks on your pineapple. You want that good caramelized smoky flavor. If my torch was actually working, we'd probably be done by now.
You were totally right. That delay is murder. They see you on one part of the pineapple in one stream,
yeah.
and on the other one. I had to fix that sometime.
We gotta figure out how to fix that.
That looks so cool.
It's very cool, yeah. And you could, again, if you don't have the torch, put it under the broiler for a few minutes. And it should be similar. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Look. There we go. Nope. It's going, nope. It's going here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have poured, oh God, what did I pour? I poured all the rums except for the overproof rum. This is OFTD, Plantation Overproof Rum.
These are going to go in here.
All right, and then...
while pineapple pieces, gonna put like 6, I think I had measured it at some point and it was like 40 to 50 grams or like an ounce or so of pineapple pieces. Do what your heart tells you.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
The people watching this.
I just spilled all over the sheet.
If you really like pineapple, go ahead. Add more pineapple.
I like pineapple. I'm gonna eat some.
It's all made up. So we're putting the pineapple juice, and the habanero piece.
Habanero piece. Ugh.
I have 1/4 listed as the official amount. If you want less spice, put less. You are also going to want to make sure you
take out the seeds.
Take out the seed
and the white
and the white membrane. I don't have the muddler.
Want me to get it?
Go grab the muddler.
The muddler is a close companion of the griddler, which we use to make pancakes.
Well, that's happening. I'm going to once again squeeze lime juice. Just lime juice forever. And ever and ever. Where did Nick go? Feel like I'm learning things. I haven't been looking at the chat very much.
What did you learn?
Nick's gone? Where did he go? And then you're going to muddle these, which just means we have a muddler. You could probably use just any sort of thing that you can reach in and just kind of squish it all up together. Oh, if he yelled and there was no update, I would assume a dog.
I think it's panic poops, and
but
that's okay.
Cameron's here.
Nick, if it's panic poops, it's okay. We're not going to make fun of you about your poopy pants.
So you just kind of muddle that stuff up. And then you add the other stuff. So these are the rums.
Yes, I added the last rum.
I added the lime juice.
Okay.
The syrup.
We need syrup and pineapple juice. Wait, what's
I added the pineapple juice.
Where's the syrup? Demerara.
I have it.
Oh.
And this we're adding a 1/2 ounce. And we're adding more ice.
You got the pineapple and lime juice in there, right?
Yep.
Seltzer.
We're not adding the seltzer to this.
Oh.
We're going to shake well.
If you float the overproof rum on top, can you light the drink on fire? Probably.
You could. I don't want to do that right now. Okay. Let's see. This feels like a Yoda.
This does feel like a Yoda.
Yeah. I don't like that it says open pour into the mug. I don't like that. I'm gonna strain. Because I don't know if I want huge pineapple chunks.
Or the habanero
and
chunk.
the habanero chunk going in here.
Nah.
If it was just the pineapple, maybe. I do like some pineapple chunks. It's a fun little snack.
Am I just not seeing the seltzer?
It's the club soda.
Oh.
They did not specifically have seltzer, but they had club soda, and it's close enough.
Oh God. It almost exploded in my lap.
Alright. So now, it's just a little bit of seltzer.
I've been pouring all night.
Just like it's really just a splash. I'm going to add a little bit more. I might change my recipe for, instead of 3/4 of an ounce, it's an ounce. Stir that in. And then add ice. If you don't have crushed ice, if you are blessed and live in an area with Sonics, you can often just buy Sonic ice. And it's not crushed ice, but it's close.
Sonic is like a McDonald's you can drive up to in your car, and it's like a car hop one.
And then we're going to take our caramelized pineapple,
Ooh.
put it on top.
I can put it in front of the camera if you
I
want.
got it.
You got it?
Look at that. It's so pretty. I'm going to put I'm going to steal this sprig of mint, put it there. Look at that. That's so pretty. I'm going to take a photo of it.
So people from overseas don't have Sonic, maybe. That's
No,
why.
they definitely don't. It's very much an American thing.
Yoda, good Yoda. Ooh, good photo.
It's very nice. I keep hitting the
That's
I'm
okay.
unfortunately sitting at the end of the table where there is a table leg.
Let's try it. Is this your first time trying it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is definitely spicy.
Oh no! Oh no! That's yours.
But it is spicy, and there's some lovely pineapple.
Can I take the pineapple pieces?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a pineapple piece.
Very good.
I think habanero has a lovely fruity flavor that I think pairs well with with the pineapple. I like it. However, if you don't like spicy at all, you could use less. You could use an 1/8. You A jalapeno would probably work too. Just do like a slice of jalapeno. It won't have the same kind of citrusy notes that habanero has, but it would give you a lower amount of spice.
If I add overproof rum, will it make it less spicy?
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Okay.
It's our drink. We can do what we want.
Or more pineapple juice, maybe. We'll see.
I think it's very sweet, or it's pretty sweet for a drink. Personally, I would not add any more sugar to this. In pineapple juice,
it is a little
syrup,
sugary, yeah.
Like, it's pretty sugary to balance the rum and the habanero.
Totally.
I would say just know your spice levels before you go into this.
This is a very good drink, though. Very good.
This is a good drink for me or anyone who likes spice.
Yeah, I don't like spice.
It's
not good for me,
Hudson,
but it's a good drink.
which is why he got the other ones mainly.
The flavor is good.
The flavor is good. So you
this one's all mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you could use even smaller amount. That would be my recommendation. Is if you can handle small amounts of spice, just the tiniest little piece of habanero goes in, or jalapeno. I don't like the flavor of jalapeno as much with pineapple, but you see jalapeno pineapple margaritas floating around, so like people do like it. It's your drinks. Make your drinks how you want them to be made. So if you want more pineapple in it, put more pineapple in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
That is yours for the night. That is too spicy for me.
It works well for the afternoon delight. It is sweet but spicy. It looks nice, but it will steal everything you own. Or maybe punch you. It won't kill you. They're not gonna... The afternoon delight will not... Well, they might kill you.
Sky rockets in flight.
The crew does not have a Batman-esque verdict of never killing people. And they do use guns.
Alright, I think...
The crew is more like... early Arrow seasons Oliver. He doesn't want to kill, but he will. Like, he will.
Okay.
Yep.
We got to wrap up? Or did you have any more?
Oh, I had more stuff and we just didn't get around to it. So you all don't get to learn about the different types of rum. If you are interested in it, I will give you my notes. But most of it could probably be found by searching different types of rum.
Shout out to the Tiki book we have. It's called...
I think the book that we have is Smuggler's Cove.
Smuggler's Cove. It's like the Tiki book that everyone gets.
It's a pretty big one. It has a lot of recipes.
If you want to get started, like, you get it, and then in the middle of the book they have it's like a weird part of the book. They should have put it at the first, but they have...
The book is not well organized.
It's not well organized, but it has cool stories. It has all the rums that you have to buy because, like, they number them, so it makes it a little easier during the recipes, but they have 9 different types of rum. Like, so we have numbers 1 through 6 or 7 labeled in our cabinet with, like, 7 or 8 different types of rum.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
I think we're good. Alright, if you are a Patreon person, what are we doing?
Oh, yes. So, one, we are not personally plugging anything or asking for direct donations or anything, but we do have, in the show notes, there should be a donation list of various organizations and fundraisers.
That's a bit.ly link.
Is there a bit.ly link?
It's bit.ly/tabletopcon, and then that's where the list is, right?
Is it not in our Twitch?
Oh, it's not in the Twitch, sorry.
It's not in the Twitch show notes.
Sorry.
It will get there.
Yes.
It will get there eventually. So please be on the lookout probably for the tomorrow. Look for stuff tomorrow, or we can post it somewhere. We have a list of all sorts of organizations to donate to, things like installing hot and cold water on Navajo reservations, because like 1/3 of the people don't have running water. And that's a problem, especially like right now with COVID. We're like, that's not good. So places that are doing that, places to find your local food banks, to give to things like Planned Parenthood, the Okra Project, which brings hot meals to Black trans individuals, all sorts of bliss. So if you can, please donate stuff instead of giving it to us. There are also some like cards that have like non-monetary resources on like education and stuff like that. So like check those out and join us for the stuff tomorrow. We have some great panels. Our quiz show where I will be reading Star Wars trivia to the rest of the squad and some guests. All sorts of fun stuff.
Absolutely.
So,
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.